Hey guys, and welcome to my own personal hell on Let's Play Final Fantasy X. Last time, we finished up a number of the Chocobo related side quests in this game. There's only one more left. Let's attempt this. Hopefully, there's a lot less rage than there usually is when I do this. The Catcher Chocobo is beyond cheap. It is a race across the entire Calmlands, starting from here and ending basically where we're standing over, or where we were standing over there a moment ago. When doing this race, it's not just a race. There are balloons that will shave 3 seconds off your time, and there are birds that will add 3 seconds to your time. However, the birds also stun Tidus when he's riding the Chocobo, which means you lose another 1 to 1.5 seconds for each bird you're hit by. If you get hit by more than 3 birds, you had to have been extremely lucky with the balloons in order for you to be able to beat this. We take the total time that it takes to do, subtract the bonuses, add the penalties, and decide the outcome of the race. So even if they reach the finish line first, we can still technically win. Winning isn't the problem. It's the other part that is. As ready as ever. So on the opening stretch here, what'll happen is we have balloons. Now, do not try and swerve to get the balloons. Just go straight. And if the balloons are on his side, you're kind of shit out of luck, unfortunately. You want to carve around that corner, and then you want to go as much to the inside as possible here, because you'll get hit by less birds. And like I said, you don't... No. Avoid as many birds as possible, even if it means missing balloons. Whoa! Crap. So that one, I'm pretty sure I already won the basic part of that, because it wasn't all that difficult, and he got hit by a lot. But beating the train... No, definitely not. Beating the trainer is not all that hard. Doing it the first time and just beating the trainer's time is pretty easy, actually. And for doing that, you get a level 3 key sphere, the first one we've been able to get so far in the game. And that one will be useful, but we'll have a way of getting more later. You get a thing for unlocking that. Okay, the balloons are on my side. That's even better, because in order to get the extra prize here, which is for the Celestial Weapons side quest, you actually... No, I missed that one. Avoid the birds, avoid the birds. You need to get a time of below exactly 0 seconds. No, damn it. And the game likes to cheese you that way, where you are literally in the same spot multiple times. No. Do not get hit. You do not want... No, okay. Stop this. You can run through that little hole, and that can save you, I think, like a half second. But yeah, see, I got 13 balloons, but I got 3 birds, so my time is technically better, but I still don't have below 0 seconds. Now, if you get a time minus the balloons and stuff that leads you to exactly 0.0 seconds, you do not get the achievement, you do not get the prize. You have to get below that, and it won't show below that, it'll only show 0.00, but if your time dropped to exactly 0.0, it doesn't count. It has to be at least, 0.1 second below that. I've never had this happen to me before, but anyway, so the extra prize you get for doing this is a Turbo Ether, if you do it multiple times, and continue, keep winning. So this is, basically, if the balloons are on that side, you're not going to be able to pass him to get the balloons, so just keep on your own path. It's kind of annoying, but you don't really have a choice in the matter. Dodge. Really? How'd I get hit? No! Run away. Even if you lose a little bit of time, it's more about doing the balloons. It's more about getting a few balloons if possible, and it's very difficult to steer because the boundaries, and remember I was talking about this in the previous episode, the boundaries, nope, get that. The boundaries on the side of the Hyper Dodger Chocobo quest thing that we were doing before, they would push Tidus off them, and it would make Tidus, you know, cut one way or the other. Well, the thing is, you just can't see the boundary on this one, but there is a boundary, and it will continue to do that over and over and over again and give you very few amounts of luck. Basically, the way I've found that seems to work for me is always stay kind of at the front here, or stay on your own side, unless the trainer goes for a balloon that's kind of in your path, and then you can usually use that opportunity to sprint in front of them. No. But yeah, basically, this is so much RNG. You know, it's basically like Blitzball all over again. See, I wanted to move left there, but I'm at the edge of the thing. So it pushed me right and pushed me right into the stupid bird. And so yeah, basically it's a lot of bad luck over and over and over again. And the bad luck is fine for the first 10, 20 minutes. And then after that, it becomes, okay, why are you fucking me over? And it turns into rage, and that's not a lot of fun. Well, it might be, but anyway, I'm going to attempt this over and over and over again for the next few hours, and we'll see how lucky I happen to get. Anyway, good luck to me. Okay, beginning post-commentary. I say later on that I wasn't going to, but then I decided to anyway, because there's a few things I wanted to note. One, when you get lucky enough to hit the side, then he's going to cut across and try and follow you. The real way of making this work really well for you is by making absolutely certain that you're kind of in the lead, because that's how you're going to get the most balloons on the first run. This middle run, normally it doesn't matter how many balloons you get, you're normally not going to get very many, as long as you get to this run first. Because if you get to this run first, you're going to get the majority of the balloons that are on this run. And unfortunately, I got hit there, but I managed to get really lucky and end post-commentary. I was close there. Did I actually get it? That'd be fucking amazing. Oh my god. Did I do it? Holy shit. Holy shit, I did it. That is the best amount of time I've probably invested into that ever. Holy shit. You know what? I'm not even going to post-commentate that. I don't even think I need to. Holy shit. I can't believe I fucking did that. Wow. You get a tuber ether, but that's not the special prize. The special prize for doing this, and my AC's on, I'll turn that off. Figured I might as well run it while I'm sitting here. The Sun Sigil. This is for Tidus' celestial weapon, and it is very difficult to get. I quit. Now, your initial reaction, like mine, every single time you do this, is to run out of the Calmlands and save. Don't do that yet. First things first, get a Chocobo. Second thing, equipped Tidus. Make sure he's in your party. Give him first strike. And then this guy here, you talk to him, he saw the race. This is the guy that was guarding the gorge earlier. So now that he's seen an unbelievable feat, which isn't getting that 0-0-0, it's just beating the trainer in general, and he'll be there. And you need him to be there in order to go down the gorge and get what you're able to get out of there. Now, I haven't gone back to power up the mirror yet, so I'm wondering if I can do this. I might have to end up doing... there we go. I may end up having to go back. I might not be able to get it right away. Can't remember if you need the one mirror or the powered up mirror. Seems to react. Use the cloudy mirror? It doesn't work. Okay. Basically, the way this works is the reason why you want first strike is just in case you get ambushed, so you'll not get game over. Preemptive strike. You know what? I'm running away. I'm not dealing with this right now. Okay, so we got that. Now, if you leave the Calmlands after you've done this, the guy will be back guarding the gorge, and in order for you to get him to move again, you just have to beat the trainer. It doesn't matter what your score is, you just have to beat the trainer. So what I'm going to do is we're going to run all the way back here, and we're going to go back to Makalania because we need to power up the mirror before we can get whatever's down there. Okay, so we'll do that. And since I am having to leave the Calmlands now, the reason why you want to wait until now, until after you've done your game. There we go. Until after you fought the Defender X, which was the boss we fought in the previous episode there, is because before fighting him, when you go back out here, the trainer won't be here and you'll have to walk all the way back, and we don't want that. The trainer's up there, you just have to walk up a little bit. But since I'm next to a save point and I had to leave, I am most certainly going to save. I expected to be doing that for over an hour, and I usually do. This time, 20 minutes tops. I am dumbfounded by my luck. Wow. Yeah, basically the whole process with that is it's very much random. If the birds hit you, then you lose additional time and you end up bouncing off the walls and not getting enough balloons. That and the balloons can simply just spawn in bad spots. The birds can spawn in bad spots, and the birds can hit you one after the other. In fact, I probably would have beat it before, but I got hit with like 4 birds in a row and I couldn't move. Okay, you come here after obtaining the Cloudy Mirror from the Chocobo double helix spiral thing in the Remium Temple. You use the Cloudy Mirror. And it becomes the Celestial Mirror. Now you can unlock all the ultimate weapons that there are in the game. Now, before we go back to the Calmlands, we can actually make a little bit of a detour since we're already so close to it. And you don't have to do this, but I'm going to. I'm going to run back to the Thunder Plains because the quest we started with the Cactar Stones there can actually be finished now that we have the Celestial Mirror. Now, normally I would turn off encounters. I don't want to fight these ones, but what you can do now that you're back here is you can capture all the enemies that are here. What the hell is my taming sword? There we go. Now, when you're coming back, I wouldn't pull everyone into the party for experience. Magic counter in action. There you go. I would just kill the enemies. They don't give as much experience, comparatively speaking, as they did before. So it's not really worth trying to drag everyone in. In fact, thank you, game. In fact, the party I would use is Waka, Tidus, and Orin, since they can pretty much kill any of the enemies that you encounter. Even the elementals you can take down relatively easily with them. So we need to go back to the South Thunder Plains. Yes, we will. Difficulty here will be trying to hit these guys. I should have cast Sloga. Waka is really good at capturing these guys. Orin, not so much, because he just doesn't have the accuracy to hit them. But I got lucky there. No. I got 2 more shots with Waka. That should be enough to capture them. Unless somebody else gets lucky. There we go. Yeah, Waka has enough accuracy to hit them now rather consistently, and he deals enough damage so that he can get them. I wouldn't worry about trying to fight them for anything else, but just capture the enemies as you go. I won't be doing most of the capturing on screen. I just figured I'd show the Cactars in particular because they're there. Orin actually hit the damn guy that time. Surprising. Now, I could have warped all the way back to where we're going, but I was hoping to run into the Iron Giant so I could note that I want to steal at least a couple more light curtains from him. Ouch. That one hit me. What are you doing here?
You heathen!
Oh. Oh, oops. Good thing I saved. Because I have a feeling... Yeah, I did not want to do that. I most certainly did not want to do that.
Something up there? Let's go.
This is the problem with the international version of the game. The international version of the game put a whole bunch of super bosses all over the place. And when you try and backtrack after getting the airship, they appear out of nowhere randomly when you're trying to run away from places. And I'm about to die. Well, you can watch me die. That's fun. Yeah, I'm going to have to reload, which is rather unfortunate because I managed to capture all 9 cactars and, or well, not all 9, but 9 out of 10. And steal most of the things that I needed. By the way, yeah, you're not surviving this fight. He's too fast, he's too strong, and you're supposed to do this post-game. Bye! I'll see you in a moment. Here's a tip for those of you playing along. Don't talk to random people anymore. And for a game that actually gave you so many reasons to talk to people to get items earlier in the game, they basically pull a 180 in the international version, and you are supposed to talk to nobody. It's kind of cheap. But anyway, there's the game over music. Okay, we're back after that very unfortunate situation. See, my curiosity continues to get the better of me, and I end up dead. It's the same reason why in in my test run, I went back to one of the first towns and tried to enter town and died. It was rather unfortunate, considering I had done all the capturing Besaid I needed to do, but oh well. So what I've done here, if you don't talk to that guy, you won't be forced into a battle, so just don't talk to random strangers, and you'll be fine. I've backtracked off screen to the first screen here in the Thunder Plains. Just below us is Guadalsalam, and this will lead us to where we want to go. Now, while you're doing this, sometimes my accuracy is better than others. Let's turn on fast forward here. Run away! You do want to be capturing at least one of every monster while you're here, and that will be beneficial for later. Alright, so if you remember when we did the Cactar quest there, or the Cactar Stones quest, we were able to get... Yeah, you can't overkill them unless you use Tidus, or at least my Tidus, because he's got a whole bunch of extra strength. But, yeah, that sucked. But yeah, you want to... Would you stop that game? Alright. The reason we couldn't open this before is because we needed the Celestial Mirror. And you don't have to come back and get this now, but I figured it was close enough to where I was that I might as well. And when you do that, it's... empty. Well, that's not how this is supposed to work. Now, other than the what's down in the gorge in the Calmlands, there's only one other ultimate weapon that we can gain at this point, and it's all the way back in Mushroom Rock Road, and I'm not going for it because I don't really need it. I don't need this either, but I figure I might as well pick it up. It's simple enough to get, so. This is the Spirit Lance, and this is a little bit of censorship because originally it's the Lance of Longinus, but for religious reasons, obviously, they decided that no, we're not going to let you say that. Remember, I don't think I've mentioned it, but don't use anything but your physical attacks to take them down. You can use something like a power break or an armor break to try and capture an enemy, but you can't use an overdrive, you can't use a spell, and pretty much anything that's not resulting from your weapon, it won't work. See, capture limit already reached. That's how you know that you've maxed out on a particular enemy. I happen to get lucky enough with the cactars, and I was able to get all those. But anyway, I'm going to cut back to where we were in the Calmlands, right next to that gorge, after racing that lady. Okay, we made it back up here. Now, if you're wondering where the Chocobo guy was when you come out of Makalani Woods, just head straight up and look to the right and you'll see a Chocobo there, and that's where he is. Remember, in order for this guy to be gone, you have to race the trainer again in order to make things work for you. You have to do that when you're inside the Calmlands, and if you leave the Calmlands, you'll have to re-race her over and over and over again. Well, not over and over and over again, but once every time you're in the Calmlands if you want to get down here. You only need to get down here one time, so it really doesn't matter, but anyway, this is Tidus's ultimate weapon. The sad thing is, we can't even power it up yet. Actually, can we? Can we use the sigil first? I don't even know if we can. I've never tried. But yeah, you notice how we're missing a few of the crests. We got Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, we got the Mars and the Moon. We're missing... Why am I missing a crest? Or why am I missing two crests? I'm missing the Saturn crest. Oh, we haven't got it yet. That's why I was like, wait, why am I missing something? I did this last time too, though in my test run it was the Mercury crest, the one in the far plane. I forgot to go back for it. But anyway, you may want to equip Tidus with his first strike weapon around here, but maybe not. It's entirely up to you. It's a safety precaution for this guy. Okay, if he does, you know, it's a Malbro. He does exactly what you think he does. He casts Bad Breath. He can cast Bad Breath on you if he ambushes you, if you get very unlucky. But for the most part, you don't need to worry about that. In fact, it's another one of those enemies that it breaks their AI script if you cast Provoke on them. And he will just attack Tidus over and over again and never use Bad Breath. So that's awesome. Remember, we do want to kill the guy with somebody who has, the right weapon there. So we're just going to have Tidus guard and stay here for the moment. I mean, a capture weapon. Malbro is weak to fire. So we can take a look at the Faraga spell. Not bad. Tidus has to stay in. Stop getting so many turns, Tidus. I'll bring in Riku. We can steal from this guy. Basically, the whole key to defeating this guy quickly is Provoke. With Provoke on, you really have nothing to worry about. There is one other thing we can do in this fight, though, before we move on. Steal Remedies if you want them. But yeah, he'll just use the same attack on Tidus over and over again this way, and it really doesn't do that much damage, so don't worry about it. As you might expect, we can learn Bad Breath. Not that it's useful at all, but it's there. Remember, don't bring out Tidus when he has Provoke on him, because it'll break Provoke. If I haven't mentioned that before, I probably should have.
So be it.
Bring you back in. And where's Waka there? Bring him back in. I'm going to let Tidus do it because he needs to build up his overdrive. And he gets overkills more often. Well, there's the Malbro. Speaking of which, next time I am going to be showing off all of the remaining new enemies around here. And then, what are we going to do? We're going to head back to the monster capturing thing, because we can do a couple of things now that, once we've captured at least one of every monster in the Calmlands. As I said before, if you do capture monsters from other areas, it won't add up and it won't show that you've captured them until you've captured all 9 from the Calmlands. But they do count. You don't have to go back and catch them all over again. So anyway, that's pretty much all the time we have for today. A very productive episode with a little bit of luck. And by little, I mean a lot of luck. Anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.